I asked AI how to be an organized mom, and I was surprised. Grab your pen and paper. Hey people, welcome back to Mommy Suits. Another week. Wait, no, you've already seen me in less than a week. So how are we doing? So I asked AI about how to be an organized mom because listen, school year has started. It's time to get our ish together. It gave me about 8-9 tips on how to be an organized mom. It didn't say if it was based on level of importance or priority. It just gave those lists, and that's how I'm going to give it to you. I may throw in one or two things from there, but I'm just going to give it to you as it give it to me. And then at the end, I'll discuss with you my surprise. Okay? All right. Have your pen and paper ready? Let's go. The very first thing it says is to create a schedule. Set up routines and schedules for family activities, meals, and chores. Consistency helps everyone know what to expect. Now, based on my experience, keep that schedule loose. Keep it loose. You don't want to be tight. Number 2, use lists. Keep track of texts, shopping items, and important dates using lists and digital apps. This can help prevent things from slipping through the cracks. If you're not using lists in 2023, how are you operating? Not even in 2023. If you're not using lists at all, what are you doing? Because I don't know how else to survive. I mean, I have my list where I just dump all the things I need to do, and then I have the one for the week, where I make a list of what I'm doing each day of the week and stuff like that. Declutter regularly go through your belongings and your children's toys to keep your home clutter-free and organized. Amen to that. Let me tell you what makes it a lot easier. Yes, decluttering is good, and you should, and that's what you need to do, but it's even better to be more proactive. Think before you buy. Something some of us do, and I do as well. I go on Amazon and I search for what I need. Sometimes I won't want, and I would just put it in the cart. I'm not going to buy. I put it in the cart, and Amazon has done even better. You can always save for later. It's like they know us so well. You should see my save for later list. I mean, it is. Yeah. And then also something else on Amazon, you can create a list. So I have my personal list, I have lists for the house, I have lists for the kids, and I just put stuff in there, So think before you buy. It's a lot easier to keep it from coming into your house than having to get rid of it. Number 4, meal planning. Plan your meals ahead of time to save time and reduce stress during busy days. Those are ways to stay organized. How does this connect to being organized? If you meal plan well, then you're not running around like chicken with your head cut off, when you're trying to figure out what to eat. So I'm going to do a video about meal planning because we know meal planning is good, but why don't we do it? And so there's another video coming up about meal planning, and for those of us who don't really like investing so much time in meal prep, and it's coming, don't worry. Just pray that Loveth finds time to be doing these videos. A lot of ideas, just start to do the videos. Number 5, designated spaces. Assign specific places for things like backpacks, shoes, and keys to avoid searching for them when you need them. I don't think we need to expand on that, especially for us right now. We just moved into this house. School started. The house is not like it's big enough. Some of us don't have mudroom to put stuff, like bags and shoes. So backpacks, we've moved from putting it in the playroom to now putting it in the rooms. Like just take it to your room, so it's not laying around, everywhere. Shoes, we're still trying to figure out the solution for that. 6, delegate tasks. Involve your family in chores and responsibilities according to their capabilities. This teaches responsibility and lightens your load. Very true. Number 7, use technology. Utilize calendars, reminder apps, and organization tools to keep track of appointments, events, and tasks. Need I say more? I mean, we have so many technology you can use in today's day and age. As simple as just a calendar on your refrigerator goes a long way. Let the app serve us. Like I'm using this AI to serve us, even though, hey, it's probably digging into my system, my laptop, and it's probably taking things I don't want it to take, but it's a capitalist world. Let's get the views. Number 8, prioritize self-care. Remember to take care of yourself. When you are well rested and feeling good, it's easier to stay organized. I know the word self-care right now is so cringe because, we had that trend where it's all about self-care. So I don't even want to use that word. Just look at it more of a sick person cannot take care of someone else. Granted, Loveth is sick right now and I'm taking care of business, but you get the point. A sick person cannot, and that goes for physical, emotional, mentally, especially as mamas. Listen, we can do damage, lifetime damage, if we're not emotionally sound. And so it is imperative and important to make sure that we are emotionally intact. So if you are having a moody day, or, for whatever reason, you're just not in a good place emotionally at the time, or you're worn out, because it's been a long week, or it's been a long couple of days or whatnot, then forget that room. You need to straighten up. It's fine. Let's get whole so we can then take care of our offsprings and our responsibilities. So take time out for yourself, and you don't have to wait until it's gotten bad. Like the examples I just gave, those are extremes. I'm thinking of, as a stay-at-home mom, I'm thinking of seeing if maybe we can make Friday my off day. Not off as in I'm not in the house, but my off day, i.e. I am not doing anything house related. I'm doing more of whatever I want to do for the day, watch movies, whatnot. I'm thinking of, I'm working on that. I'm trying to see if it's realistic to do that. All right. And then number 9, stay flexible. Whew, this is a lesson I learned when I became a mom. This is the one life-changing lesson I learned. Being a mom often involves unexpected situations. Stay adaptable and learn to go with the flow when needed. Listen, the way Loveth is set up, this change in plans. But what I had to learn when I became a mom is to expect change in plans. So I wake up in the morning, I'm going to do boom, 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 boom. And then my kid decides that day, that's the day they want to be extra clingy, or that's the day they're going to decide to get a cold, or that's the day they decide to run a temperature, or that's the day the nurse calls me after I just dropped them off 30 minutes ago. This will save you a lot of headache. How does it help you to be organized? Let me think about that one, and maybe I'll add that in the comment section, because right now I'm trying to figure out, how does that help you with being organized? Staying flexible, how? And then finally, number 10, learn to say no. It's important to recognize your limits and not overcommit. Saying no when necessary can help you avoid feeling overwhelmed. A lot of us feel like we only get value when we overdo, and when we overcommit. Cut that out. You being a mom is enough of a value. Cut that out. You don't have to be involved in PTA and Girl Scout and what's the other extracurricular activity stuff. You don't have to do everything and be class teacher and class helper and then library helper. Stop. Maybe pick 1 or 2 for the school year, and that's it. Next year you do something else. Of course, PTA is always important. We should all bring PTA. That's generic, or that's given. Maybe add just 1 more thing and stop. Next year, then you add something else. All right. Now it says, remember, being organized takes time and practice. Don't be too hard on yourself, and celebrate small wins along the way. Something I keep telling myself about motherhood is that it is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And as much as I panic with not doing it right and running out of time, i.e. because the kids are getting older, I'm like, listen, we get better by the day. So you don't have to get it all done or be super good at it today. Do what you can today, and tomorrow is another chance. God willing, tomorrow is another chance to do better. So there you go. Now, my surprise with this is AI, with all that is cracked up to be. This did not give me anything new. This did not give me any new information. Did it for you? It really didn't, But then again, what is AI? Is going online and getting all that information that is already out there and giving it to us. So it's nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun, but it is a good reminder of what we need to do to stay organized. So think about your world. Which part of this tips are you lacking in? And then work on that. There are 10 tips. Which of them do you need to get better at, and then work on that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.